Hello and welcome to High or Lows, a 5th Ed Dungeons & Dragons adventure set in the world of Taraz. I'm Philip Martin, your Dungeon Master, and with me is Laurie Crawford.
Hello.
Next up we got Mimbo Wang.
Yeah.
In the middle tonight we have Ash Maria.
I am thou, thou art I.
After that we have Lizzie McPherson.
Hello, I need to know the flavor of Ash's donuts.
And bringing up the rear tonight is Daniel Fletcher.
Well, howdy, ahoy.
Previously on High or Lows, we began with a flashback to Chuck falling back from the group as they entered Homestead, and while he investigated the sounds of music coming from a nearby building. He turned himself invisible and snuck inside with the help of his invisible assistants, and found a few locals inside, including Alamia, who he made a psychic connection with. He asked her a bit about the building and learned it was a tavern in an orphanage known as the Tappan Bunkhouse. After breaking his psychic connection, he made contact with the local constabulary, and was led to their captain, Finecheek, a gnome who served as second in command of the local guards. He was offered resources in return for helping with the spider problem in the mushroom forest, and also given an appointment to meet Commander Marjorie the following day. After this, he ventured to the church to learn the group had headed to the inn, and decided at this point he wanted to go across the river to do some more scouting and meet more of the locals. He talked with one of the local farmers and learned a bit about the families running this place and the zombies tilling the mushroom fields, before being directed to the Morales family for some potential work. There, he met an Asimar named Leola, and they chatted for a while before she offered to show him around the place. As they were leaving to explore, Chuck noticed two teens playing with some gear that looked like it could have been found in the dwarving mining area that their group had just passed through, and he did some telepathic interrogation to them. But after some rude responses, Leola got his attention and asked what he was doing, and as he looked at her, he noticed several zombies moving aggressively in their direction, and this is where we will jump in. I will have everyone roll initiative.
15 for Thistle.
16 here.
9.
11.
7.
So it's 15 for Thistle, 16 for Callan.
Yep.
How much was the Brax was 9, did you say?
Yes.
Chuck, what was yours?
11.
11. And Tweak.
7.
7. Okay, Chuck, you are first. Which works out. So you look up as you're there with Viola, and there are a bunch of zombies running towards you, like at least a dozen that seem in your general vicinity that seem to be riled up. This is a combination combat and skill challenge, so you can just make attacks and try to kill some zombies, but you might get better results if you do some skills, interesting things, and it's pretty opened up for what you want to do. You can get creative with what you want to do. But you see that these zombies, some of them that were close to the human farmers, are actually going in to attack farmers. A couple of them already swung a little bit and are hammering away at these farmers, and they're getting into fighting positions. So there's little fights breaking out throughout the farms. But you have a lot of these zombies bearing down on you right now. What would you like to do?
What would I like to do? I would like to... So, what am I... you say I can do anything, but
Yeah, so you could do a skill challenge, and there is, I think we'll set the DC at 14 for a success. That seems fair, right? 14 for a success. Under that is a failure, and I will be keeping them rack. And if you have too many failures, things will get worse. If you have successes, things will get better.
Okay, can I try to attract their attention?
Sure.
And what am I rolling for that?
I don't know, persuasion, charisma check,
Any possibility of deception?
performance. I think performance is the best, but what lie are you gonna say to these zombies?
Okay, I could do persuasion. Let's do that. Ooh, 15.
15. What do you say to get these to the zombies?
I am much more tastier.
Okay, and then what are you doing? So you're still on the east side of the bridge. of the river.
Yeah, so I'm just like running at them, waving my arms around, going, "I'm tastier, eat me."
Yep. So you're trying to get the attention of like the ones attacking the other humans.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, cool. That works. Okay, at this point in time, Callum, you're up next. You and the rest of the group are heading out of the shop after doing your trading, and you're probably about 150 feet away from the river, but you can see that there seems to be violence erupting over on that side.
No, I can't.
You sense that there is violence erupting over on the other side of the river.
Chuck screaming and running towards the violence.
Well, you hear Chuck like yelling loudly, like yelling, to eat me. You hear Chuck yelling, "Eat me! I'm tastier."
Under my breath, the rest of the group would just say, "Oh fuck, what did he get into this time?" And I just bolt in a sprint, maybe in athletics or in acrobatics or something, just to
Sure.
run as fast as I can to him.
Either of those are fine. A Constitution check, I would also accept.
Let's go with acrobatics for now, because that's my best one. Oh, I should have gone one of my worst. That's a 19.
Yeah, that's definitely a success. And like you're off at a blistering pace, just jumping, like just doing really finesse. You doing any sweet parkour moves in particular?
Yeah, like well, I mean, I'd only see stuff when it gets to 20 feet in front of me, so I'll just be like dodging as much as I can and going under people's legs if I have to, that kind of crap.
You forget that there was a building in the way, and all of a sudden you just scramble up a building and just leaping up, and you just parkour across the building, and somehow you make that be faster for you.
Yeah, no, I've got the athlete feat, so that makes sense. I can jump further.
Yep, that's what Callum's doing. Thistle, you just came out, and you hear the sounds of violence on the other side of the river. You hear Chuck yelling that thing, and then Callum just takes off.
I guess I'm gonna have to follow after Callum and try and save Chuck from his demise.
Yeah, would you like to do some sort of skill as you do this?
I'm just trying to think.
There's heaps of stuff like perception to get a better idea of what's going on over there.
Oh, I do. Yeah, perception might be the best one. That's one of my best ones.
Yeah, like even insight to sort of read what the hell's going on with Chuck.
I got a 13 perception, so what can I see is actually going down over there to cause Chuck saying, "Oh, eat me."
A 13 perception, you see a bunch of zombies getting encroaching on Chuck and getting ready to attack. It looks like they're basically going to surround him next turn. But there's not. You think there might be some other fighting going on, but you're not too sure if anyone else is getting attacked or if it's just Chuck.
Okay, so after that, I start trailing after Callum.
Yeah, you can sort of dash after. You're nowhere near as fast as him, but you can take after.
Yeah.
All right, Baracus.
Okay, so probably with a margin less finesse than Callum, I'm just going to put myself into a full pitch run towards where I think Chuck might be.
Oh, you can hear Chuck. You know where he is.
Cool. I don't know if you want a skill like athletics or
Yeah,
just a full run.
Athletics is perfect. Basically, there's a skill challenge here, and there will be zombies attacking you that you can kill to reduce the damage.
Okay, so it is a run, but I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1. So you are running along, and you trip, as you sort of fall. There's some loose cobblestones, and you fall, and you have to get up from prone. So you're falling a little bit behind, and you're not going to get in there for combat as quick as Callum will.
Go.
Tweak.
So I hear this happening? Or I can see this happening?
Yeah, you can see this happening. You heard Chuck yelling, "Eat me, I'm tastier," and people have just started taking off.
What were we doing at that moment in time?
You were just you're just coming out of the shop. You're just doing your trading.
Well, we found him.
So you're way over on the western side of Homestead, and this is happening on the east side of the river, but only just on the east side of the river.
I will ride my automatron and make my way there as fast as possible.
Do you want to give me a skill check? Part of the skill
Yes,
challenge?
I will try to dodge and weave through the crowds as fast as I can. I suppose I'll do a athletics or maybe an acrobatics check. Acrobatics.
As far as what skill you're using. I'm cool with weird in skill challenges.
17 that was
17 on an acrobatics.
on acrobatics. That's right.
Cool. Yeah, you were basically using like the arms. Did anyone ever play that Batman Returns driving game in like the 90s? Anyway, there's this whole bit where to turn corners, you basically send like a grappling arm out, like, and he like grabs onto like a lamppost, and you like do these quick hook turns, and you're basically using your steel defender to do that. And you're like got control in the gears, and he's just like doing his own sort of weird version of like parkour, but it's more just using his arms to like swing from thing to thing, a little bit like a monkey movement.
Yeah.
Cool. So that is 3 successes and 2 failures, just for those keeping track. So Leola looks to you, Chuck, and says, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go like raise the alarm. And she just takes off. But then the zombies come bearing down on you, Chuck. And I'm going to say like half a dozen get to make attacks on you.
That's sad.
So I'm just going to roll them in roll 20.
Did I manage to attract the people that were attacking the farmers?
You managed to attack some of the, like there's probably like one still being attacked. But yeah, you definitely managed to help. So the first one misses with a 5, but then I get a crit.
Okay.
And then I get a 14.
I'm gonna shield for sure. So my armor class is definitely higher than a 14.
Okay, so the first one crits for 7 damage.
Okay.
And then that's going to miss with a 7, and then I get another crit.
Jeez.
And that one is going to be 6 damage. They're only zombies, like, so I'm just rolling 2d6s now. And I'm rolling lowish, mid-average, really. And then a 13, so that's going to miss. But you're, like, mostly surrounded by zombies right now.
Okay.
But you can hear people rushing, some people rushing toward you. You can hear, as well as just people generally screaming. It's a variety of things. But that was the zombies' turn. Back to the top with Chuck.
Oh, this is such a pain in the butt. I am going to use a bonus action, and you see light shining out of me and spectral wings emit from my back. And then I'm going to use my action to fly 30 feet into the air.
All right. Are you going to disengage?
No, I can't. No action.
Can't you just move? Or what was the action? What was your action?
Action is to move. Oh, wait. Yes, I can disengage. Sorry, my bad. Disengage. Move 30 feet into the air.
Okay. Do you want to give me like a skill check to see how you do this? Like performance, acrobatics?
Performance probably works best because that's my best. So what is my +4? So not that great. 13.
13 is just a failure. You see, as you're flying up, some of the zombies seem to be losing interest in you and sort of going back to attack other people. At least on the peripheral. You still have like a solid crowd, like at least a half a dozen below you, and a couple more coming towards you. But some of the other ones seem to have been now distracted by other people who have come to sort of contain. Some of them seem to have come to contain the safe situation as well. Like some of them look like they have weapons and stuff.
Sure.
Okay, Callum.
Now, how close would I be now?
I'll say, you can get to the you can get to the river with your movement.
Mm-hmm.
You could get to a zombie. Like, you could get to sort of some of the zombies on the peripheral, basically.
Yeah.
On the western side. Yeah. there's more zombies on the eastern side of Chuck, but there are still some on the western side.
Oh, okay. So they're, but on the western side of Chuck, but over the river still.
Yeah, the zombies seem to mostly be on the eastern side of the river.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll just keep running because I mean I can't really see what's going on at the moment.
Yeah, you can hear you heard like attacks and such.
Yeah, so I suppose I would be having to swim across the river, so maybe just athletics makes the most sense for now.
Yeah, I mean you could. There are bridges, but yeah, if you want to swim, you can.
I'd be going direct route because I don't know where the bridges are because I can't see them.
Yeah, give me an athletics then.
Oh, phew. 17.
Nice. Yeah, you dive gracefully into the river and come back. It's like weirdly close to a dolphin. Or it looks like that to a casual observer. You just found a really good rock to sort of launch yourself on that just happened to be there. But like if you didn't know about that rock, it would have looked like you were like a dolphin jumping out of the water to a casual observer.
And while I'm coming out of the water, I kind of just am starting to put on my shield, getting ready for combat.
Yeah, I'll totally give you. I'll say you've got your shield on, and you're ready for combat. And you're like at this point, you're not that far from Chuck, maybe 30 feet. That's all.
Okay. So how far away am I from the bridge or from the river and from Chuck?
I'd say you're still about 60 feet away from the peripheral zombies because you didn't get as far as Chuck or Twig.
Okay, well, can I do a survival to try to navigate around everything as I get to Chuck?
Yes.
Sweet. That's an 18.
18 is good. Yeah, you using your survival, you manage to find a really direct path to the bridges by going around this like really cute, like really useful corner. And all of a sudden, what do you want to do? Do you just want to get onto the peripheral of the zombies, or are you like doing like a full dash to try to get alongside Chuck?
I'll probably do the full dash. Yeah.
You want to get like right next to Chuck and help him out? Well, Chuck like was right near that big group. Well, Chuck's actually up in the air now. So are you trying to get like near that group? Near where
Near
Chuck
the
was?
group. Yeah, near where Chuck was.
Okay, absolutely. You can do that. So you're now getting the attention of the horde. You and him are getting the attention of this horde that were attacking. Cool.
Sweet, I can deal with that.
Cool. Baracus.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to use acrobatics to go into a roll instead of falling prone and losing that half speed.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Okay, so 12.
12 is unfortunately going to be a failure as well. But still, with like a full dash, I will like allow you to get to the peripheral. Just you can get. Do you want to? You can basically get to like just behind Callum if you want.
Yeah, perfect. As close as to the action as I can.
You probably, although you'd probably be about like 10 feet away from him because he didn't use the bridge. Unless because if you're going to use the bridge, yeah. So he's just off to the side, about we'll say 15 feet away from him, and we'll say Thistle is about 20 feet away from you, near this big group of zombies. Tweak. You're about 30 feet away from the river and the bridges.
And I can see clearly what's going on.
Yeah, and you can get there and have an action.
Oh, well, I will get there. And do I see Chuck?
Yeah, you see, everyone sees Chuck flying up in the air. So Chuck is flying up in the air. Thistle has charged ahead to get like right near these zombies. Baracus, Callum went through the water and is like up to the north just a little bit of everyone. Baracus is sort of in the middle, at the edge of a bridge.
Okay, well, I will cast Chuck. It's about time. I'll cast Heroism on Chuck.
Yeah, you can do that.
So for those who don't know, willing creature, I can't because I need to be able to touch him, and he's currently flying.
Currently flying.
So that, in that case, I will Oh, I don't really know what to do with these things.
I mean, you can make an attack. That's cool. But you can
I
also.
am going to. What do I know zombies like to eat? I'm going to put a minor illusion in between the zombies of a big juicy brain.
Yeah. Do you want to give me like an arcana or religion or nature? Something
Yeah,
like
I'll
that?
do an arcana.
I'll allow it.
21.
21.
It's a juicy looking brain that's throbbing with the electrodes. Electricity is running and pulsing through it.
So where are you doing this?
Just where the biggest cluster of zombies are.
That's right near Thistle.
Okay, just next to Thistle.
Okay, yeah, you got this. You set this up to just sort of distract these zombies for a moment, and you think it's pretty good. You reckon it'll work for a little bit. You still got your Steel Defender. Like, if you wanted to, you could make an attack on one of the peripheral
Yeah,
zombies.
he'll go in there and make an attack and stand
Yeah.
next to the brain.
Yeah, roll something to hit. Yeah, we'll say with your extra speed, you can get into Thistle, I suppose. Why not?
You'll be next to Thistle to protect her, and he rolled a 2. So I think it's a 6.
A 6 misses, but not by that much.
Let me just double check. My Steel Defender. I think it actually uses my spell attack modifier.
I think so.
Plus my intelligence is 4, so that's plus 6. So 8, actually.
Just hits.
Yeah.
You can do some damage to a zombie.
Pays to check that out. And I will do 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage to a zombie. Cool.
That's force damage.
Cool. Yeah, you just rip into one of these zombies that's going on to Thistle. Cool. At this point, you hear just like the yelling. You hear the yelling of Leola. Only Chuck knows that it's Leola that's yelling. She seems to be running towards a thing. Yeah, she would get to a bell and start ringing it. And then there seems to be a bell ringing. The zombies next to the Steel Defender and Thistle, so they're going to get 3 attacks each. So we'll do Thistle first. That is a 9 to hit, a 17 to hit. I'm guessing that hits.
17 hits.
And a 12 to hit.
Misses.
So that's 2 damage. And then the Steel Defender is a 21 to hit for the first attack, 5 for the second, and a 20 for the third.
The first and the third one hit.
So that's 6 damage and 2 damage.
8 damage, yes, okay.
And what else do the zombies do? I'll just go check on the one zombie that's still attacking a guy. Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt. There's a guy that looks like he's about to get eaten by a zombie. He just took a hardcore blow, and he's a little bit further away from you guys. I'm just gonna check on some other stuff with the zombies.
Don't want to have a hardcore blow from a zombie. Are there any zombies going for the brain?
No, they seem to just sort of be whacking and strangling, mostly. Mostly blunt force trauma. So on the peripheral, you see 3 zombies sort of veer away from this group and be going to attack other people. Some people are running away, but you can see that so there's one guy that's about to die from a zombie. Basically being strangled by it, and there's another 3 zombies that have peeled away on the peripheral to go attack farmers, or like farmers / people running the zombies, really. Okay, so Chuck.
Okay.
So you can see one guy about to die from zombie. You can see 3 people on the peripheral where zombies have split off to go attack them. You can see Thistle and the Steel Defender engaged in combat, and you can see Chuck Baracus and Tweak all like basically right on the river line coming to help.
I'm Chuck.
Callum, sorry.
Okay, the person that's dying, how far is he from me?
You can get there. I'd say yeah, you can get there with a movement.
And the zombie next to that person, does it look like it's hurt at all?
No. Oh, high or lows?
Highs.
Yes, it does look a bit hurt.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get close, but not like within melee distance. And then I'm going to mind sliver the zombie.
Okie dokie. Yeah, you can definitely do this. You can get close and roll the mind sliver. I rolled in that one, so it fails. So what kind of skill check do you want to roll for that?
Probably something like intelligence based.
Yeah, you could do an intelligence check, like
Religion.
religion's fine.
Okay. Oh, my rolling is bad. 3, so 9.
9. Okay, that is a failure. So you do manage to get it, and it does seem to be hurt, but it doesn't seem to die from that. But for a bonus round, I want you to roll me a perception check with advantage, or insight,
By the way,
or another.
So in my current state, do radiant damage to the zombie?
Yeah, it would do. Yeah, you do a little bit of extra damage. It still shrugs it off. It does the save where it doesn't. It does. It seems to still have a little bit of health left.
Okay. All right. Fine.
But bonus round, I want you to do either perception or insight or arcana.
Insight, perception, or arcana. No.
With advantage.
Oh, that might save it. That does not save it. A natural 1.
Okay. Whatever has happened, the zombies seem more riled up.
Really?
Yeah, the zombies seem more riled up.
Okay. That's interesting.
Um,
Okay, so I think I know what's going on now.
But that zombie is very close to death, but is still trying to kill that man.
Okay.
He's unconscious and about to die. If someone else fails trying to save this person, he will die. So you guys are aware. Callum.
Yep. Well, would I know he's getting attacked?
Yeah, you can hear someone die. You know the sound of someone dying, and you know someone's dying nearby, and you can get there.
Ah, God, it's ripping my throat out. Hell back.
Yeah, I think that guy's dying. Yeah, okay. So I will piss bolt towards that direction, and I will use my perception to wait for a perfect time to slide the shield in between the zombie's face and the guy, just to kind of put my arm in between him and it.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Oh, phew. That's an 18 total.
18 total. Yeah, you managed as the zombie is going in for a final killing blow. You managed to get in and fully absorb the attack, and no damage is done. I'll still give you an action if you want to make an attack, make a counter. That was technically your reaction from I'll say that's your reaction from the last round. I'll give you your reaction.
If I'm able to, I won't make an attack. I'll actually just drag the man out of range of the zombie because I don't have a weapon in my hand. Yeah.
If you do that, you will get an attack of opportunity, but yes, you can.
That's okay. I'm willing to do that.
It's only an 8.
Perfect.
So you don't even need to take it on your shield. You just dodge easily out of that.
And then stand in between the man and the zombie, just defensively.
Yeah, perfect. Thistle, you are standing toe to toe with 6 zombies with the steel defender.
I'm gonna wild shape into a wolf.
Okay. Do you want to give me like a nature check or something like that? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, give me a nature check.
What is my nature? Not the best. 15 for nature.
somehow, and you know that you don't have the power to do this, but somehow you turn into a dire wolf.
Hell yeah.
And you, as this horse-sized wolf, begin dominating the field next to this thing. So yeah, check out that stat block because that's what you
I
are.
will.
Right?
Well, then happy to.
And everyone else that can sees this just massive horse-sized wolf will come out, and like it's sort of like there's sort of covered in these like mushroom shapes that make up this thing. So that was your action, though. So yeah, do you want to do anything with a bonus action?
Can I do a skill thingy instead of a bonus action? I want to try and grapple one of those zombies.
Nature was your skill check.
Oh, okay. Sorry. No, don't really have a bonus action prepared.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
I'll just try to intimidate.
Yeah. Baracus, you're up.
Come on! Comes out and just force of will, particularly at this zombie that's about to slaughter this man, comes out with a 14 intimidate.
So, so you get intimidate. Okay, cool. Intimidate. Yeah, you see, since that man was dragged away, yeah, you also say that you get their attention. You have one that's like right near you, but only one. But yeah, what are you trying to do? That's a success. So what are you trying? Are you trying to intimidate the ones engaged with like Thistle as well?
Well, kind of like intimidate the whole group and try to pull the attention to myself and away from all those villagers that were being hounded. Yeah. He'll kind of pull out the stone smasher and spin it around the hand a few times.
And you're trying to attract them towards you.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll say there's a weird combination of like, yeah, because you're over there and Thistle and everyone. Yeah. I'll let you make an attack as well if you want to actually take a swing on one of these things.
Yeah. I'll set the hammer of flame. Yeah, but it is only 11 to hit.
That hits. The zombies. They're very easy to hit.
Fantastic. And I haven't swung this weapon for a while. So 8 points up.
8 points of damage, and that's against a new one. Yeah, cool. Awesome. And are you sort of moving at all, or are you staying just engaged with this one? You don't kill the one that you're engaged with, and if you're going to move away, you will take an attack of opportunity. But with your intimidation, you know that if you are coming towards you, that are elsewhere.
Yeah, I will stay engaged with this one, hoping that kind of I pull the rest in.
Yeah, you definitely pulled the few. You probably haven't pulled all the ones near Thistle and the Steel Defender, but some of the other ones you definitely have.
Yep, understood.
Tweak.
Okay, is that guy being mauled to death, or is he pretty well safe?
No, he's been dragged away, and that one that was attacking him now seems to be interested in Baracus.
Okay, well, seeing Baracus there in the front line, I will cast a spell on him.
Fireball.
Disintegrate.
Speediest retreat now. I will cast Heroism.
So that's touch. Yeah, you can run up behind him and touch.
I'll run up and go slap in the back of the head. You've got this, buddy. And run away as fast as I can after that, using my full movement.
Yeah, I can do that.
You're imbued with bravery. You're immune to being frightened. Gain temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability, which is spellcasting ability is 6.
Do you want to give me like a what checks have you already done? Have you done like an Arcana or? I think you already did.
Yes, I have done an Arcana, and I've done a acrobatics check.
You could do like persuasion, fucking history.
Just trying to give him a heroic speech. You've got no sight. You don't have a chance in hell in this fight, but I believe in you.
Persuasion or performance or something like that.
Performance 11 plus 0.
That is a fail.
But shouldn't that be good he failed because he was saying bad shit?
I don't know. By the rules of the skill challenge, it's bad to fail. But the heroism still goes off. You still cast the spell. And you can still make your steel defender do an attack.
And that he will. Natural 20.
All right, with a natural 20, we'll say that, like, yeah, you just kill one of those zombies in the pack there that's with you and Thistle. But it is the zombie's turn, and you did just fail your skill check, so...
Where is the steel defender in relationship to all of us?
You're a little bit ahead of you, engaged with 5 zombies with Thistle, who's just turned into a dire wolf.
Okay.
So, those 3 zombies that had veered off to attack those humans, 2 of them land attacks, and it looks like there's now 2 new people on death's door. One managed to avoid, but is like in trouble and like cornered by a zombie, but is still like alive. And then let me just roll something for the other guys. But only one other zombie veers off for a human. So there's basically, as far as commoners go, there's 2 on death's door, 1 cornered, 1 in like being chased. Is that cool? It's like an update. And then Chuck, you're up.
I'm not really sure what I can do at this point. How is the guy that saved looking?
The guy that you saved is looking fine. He got dragged away by Callum. You're still in the air. You see 2 other people that have just been attacked and are now like unconscious after being hit by zombies, and like they could die.
How many zombies are there?
There's a bunch. They're all riled up. Like they look like they need to be calmed down somehow.
Far out. That's just. I feel like.
You will be able, like, there's not so many that your group wouldn't be able to kill them, but it would hurt. And some people might die. So maybe there's other ways around this.
It causes a massive dislocation of the local economy, right? If its labor force was just like wiped off the earth.
Yeah, it's not great.
Oh, how can I calm them? Is there like some kind of check that I can make to see? I suspect it's my psychic abilities that's setting them off, but I don't know if, like, for example, trying to connect with the zombies would help. It might just make things worse. Is there a check I can do to think about this?
Yeah, like what kind of check do you have left? What have you done? What have you got left?
So religion, performance, persuasion.
Yeah, okay. Like give me like Arcana. I don't know. What have you got?
Can you roll for me? Because I roll sucky.
Okay. But what are we gonna roll? Like, what do you got left that's okay?
Probably Arcana. It's not okay, but like, it's probably the best I got.
I'll allow insight as well.
Yeah, insight's better.
Okay, we'll do an insight roll. That is a 12. What's your plus to insight?
Just 2.
Okay, that is just a success.
What have I found?
Yeah, they seem to be responding to psychic energy. You think that there might be a way to sort of calm them down? But it's like the psychic energy definitely seems to have riled them up. There's something about the proximity and the intensity of the psychic energy used that riles these things up.
Okay, so you say I think there might be a way to calm them down. Is there any hints?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like even just something as simple as tiring them out. Like they will eventually just sort of tire out and get distracted. But yeah, you just probably got to like herd them a little bit. Like,
Are you turning us into fucking sheepdog?
We are basically sheepdogs in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have this information, and you can see all your team members around.
I mean, I'll use a free action to try and shout it.
Yeah. Shout it. What do you shout?
I mean, none of them have psychic ability, so that doesn't worry me. So maybe just like, something like tire them out, don't kill.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that was your turn. Callum.
I would, before I run off to the next civilian getting attacked, I will just quickly turn to the guy next to me and go, run, get somewhere safe.
Oh, he's unconscious.
Oh, okay. It looks like he's getting ignored for now.
Yeah, like you've put him up, tucked him away a little bit, like he's not in immediate danger.
Then I might hear. I would have heard where Chuck was, and he's in the air, so I know he's doing his wings thing. So I'll just yell to him, keep an eye on this one, I'll go for the others, and then run for the next civilian.
Sure. What do you want to do as like a skill challenge, a skill check?
Starting to run out.
They are also unconscious, so something like even like a medicine or something like is totally cool in this situation.
Medicine's not the greatest.
Um,
Survival, how could I will do that one?
Survival's fine to get there by a quick route.
Yeah. Get there via a quick route and maybe try and push that zombie into a hole or something silly.
Sure. Using the terrain against it. Terrain damage.
No, that's a fail. That'd be 7. But I will stay next to that guy, so if he does attempt to attack him, I'll deflect.
With a fail, you didn't get there in time, and that guy died. Got to be consequences of a skill challenge. The initiative is slightly loose. So yeah, well, with a fail, another zombie gets there and makes an attack, and that guy does die. So we have one civilian death. We have one zombie death. I'm keeping tally. And got to be consequences in a skill challenge. Sorry. But that was your turn, Thistle.
Okay. Can I use my athletics and grapple one of the zombies near me and then try to attack it?
Yeah, you can use your athletics to sort of like, maybe you can use athletics to like grapple one and throw it away, or like, do you want to try to like use your bigger form to sort of knock several of them down, or?
I'd like to knock a bunch of them down.
Sure, give me an athletics check.
Okay. 16 plus 6, that's 22.
22. Yeah, you managed to knock 3 of them down underfoot. You just sort of pounce on top of them, pinning them down below you.
Sweet. I'm happy with that.
Baracus.
Well, I just saw the consequences of what happened. Someone died, so I am going to try to end this quickly. Hex, creature in front of me, and start laying them down. See if I can get this on.
Yeah, is there some sort of skill challenge you want to do? Performance or arcana or religion or something like that? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I'm basically kind of just going all out attacking. Don't know if that's another athletics. I kind of done a couple
You
of
already
those.
did athletics, I think.
The attack roll's still a
Yeah, you
roll.
can attack roll. First. A little bit.
You gotta give it to the marshals though. Sometimes we don't have all these skills.
I get it, yeah. Fine.
17 to hit. 11.
11.
11, two of that necrotic.
The damage, what was the hit?
17.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, you take this thing's head off. You kill a zombie. With that, you're freed up to move towards something if you want.
Were there a few on the ground?
There's 3 pinned under Thistle. There's also, like, Thistle's die will fall, and there's also one guy about to die, one guy cornered, and one guy being chased.
Is anyone around the one about to die?
No. The Callum just got to one that did just die. That was but there's another one.
There's no,
And
okay, that's fine. I will just get to that
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, you get to them, and yeah, you manage to get in the way of them and the other zombie that's attacking them. Tweak.
Okay, now I remember hearing about zombies. I've met a few myself, and I want to make a religion check to see what symbol I can create in my illusions that will drive them and push them away from that illusion.
Okay, give me a religion check.
7
Total.
total.
I feel like I'm going to give you advantage on this because of situation. Roll again. Because you've already used a minor illusion on them in a different context, so I'm going to give you advantage.
Got exactly the same roll.
Okay. You're not sure. You sort of try another symbol, but like you try like a symbol of like, well, fuck, I'll try a mushroom, and it just doesn't seem to be working.
So I put this illusion of a mushroom. Fear this mushroom, I say, with as much conviction. And my steel defender will attack one of them. One of the 5 that we're attacking.
Yeah, you got 2 in front of you that are not prone, and 2 that are prone, and 3 that are prone.
Prone is advantage on melee attacks, yes?
But yes, but unfortunately, due to your failure, that person that was cornered, that Baracus hasn't been able to save, is now surrounded by 3 zombies and looks like they're about to die. And the one that is being chased is not doing very well.
He's surrounded by 3 zombies.
Yeah, the one that's cornered is now like in a corner, like with like 3 zombies sort of about to hurt them.
Oh man, he's done for. I guess I will get the steel defender to go over there and taunt them.
Okay, I'll let your steel defender do an attack. They will take an attack of opportunity though.
That's fine. He's going to go for attack.
2 actually. So it'll be 2 attacks of opportunity. But it's only an 8 and a. Sorry.
I said, I think the dire wolf has got it.
Yeah. So it's an 8 and a 22 to hit. So the 8 misses, the 22 will hit. So I'll
Yes.
just roll some more damage. So it's only 2 damage on the steel defender as you move away. And what sort of skill check is the steel defender going to do?
I will get him to do, I guess, he can do a, what would it maybe be, an athletics check to sort of
Sure.
put himself between them and just be like standing fierce to defend him.
Yeah, I'll give that.
15.
That is a success. Okay. That is a success, and you're sort of trying to get those 2 away. But I've got to roll something for the person being chased. Yeah, unfortunately, the person being chased trips, and 2 zombies descend on them, and you think that person just died. So we've got 2 dead zombies, 2 dead civilians so far. But let's bring it home. What do you guys got? Come on, I want something big to try to bring this home and try to end this now, guys. Get creative with how you might want to see this end. And we might sort of get a little bit loose with the initiative as far as what a 6-second turn is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Chuck, you're up.
I am going to use mirror image to try to deceive these people. Or zombies, I guess.
I love it. I fucking love that. Roll me a deception check.
Okay.
With advantage.
Okay, yes. I definitely need that. Fuck! My rolling is like incredibly bad. Okay, that is a good roll. 23.
Yeah, I genuinely love that creativity. Yeah, with your like mirror image, you think like they not only are you like moving around trying to are you trying to hurt them, confuse them, like what are you doing?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so you're like spinning around in circles with this mirror image, and you're confusing them because like they're looking and looking and looking, but you're also moving around, so they're moving, and they do seem to be starting to get tired out now. Callum.
Don't have too much left, but I will attempt to try and back up the steel defender, and I'll use the steel defender that's pretty much rescuing that last guy.
Yeah.
and I'll use insight to try and intercept my my shield for zombie attacks and shit like that. Make sure that guy doesn't get touched.
I'm gonna give you advantage as well because it's like combat insight. Using your blind sight. I think like the blind sight actually gives you advantage on this in this situation.
That's good to hear. Ooh, that's a nat 20, so 24.
24, nice. Yeah, like using that, you move in like water, just like dodging their attacks, but deflecting them away from this guy. And you think that you can just like you're going Matrix style, deflecting this stuff. Thistle.
Okay. How many of these wretched zombies have I got around me again?
I got 3 pinned underfoot and 2 like sort of off to the side that could attack you as well.
Do I have any of my friends 5 feet around me?
Yeah, I should have rolled a couple of attacks. It would have been a 19 and a 15. I believe they both hit, so your die will form would have taken a total of 8 damage, but that's nothing for your die will form. I don't think there was anyone around you. Baracus, were you around her, or you went to the civilians?
To the man dying or about to die.
Okay, yeah. So that's what Callum, Baracus, and the Steel Defender are all clustered over at that crowd of 3, helping out that guy. The person that got chased just got strangled to death. So yeah. So, but it is starting to wind down. You only see one more person in danger.
I want to kind of aggravate them and try and draw them away so they can follow me because I could probably outrun them.
Sure. Give me like a performance or like a nature check to activate your hell. You already done a nature, haven't you?
Yeah, so it'd be a performance. Performance isn't my best.
What have you got that's better? Insight.
Yeah, I haven't done an insight.
Yeah,
I guess I could do an insight on the situation and think, okay, the best thing is to draw these guys away.
No advantage for you.
Oh, thanks. 17.
Yeah, you do an insight. You sort of start howling, and you literally just start like sheepdogging these things around, and you're way faster than zombies. So you're just sort of run and do laps. So you got a bunch on your side. A few were chasing Baracus, and like he's able to easily just like stay just ahead of them for now. And you've got Chuck like basically herding a bunch from the air.
Okay, cool.
Baracus, what you got for the big move?
All right. Well, yeah, I'm going to color outside the lines here, so bear with me. I'd like to use a point of lay on hands, reach down and heal that person, while kind of at the same time with using performance, go into a dodge sort of position and try to draw them to attack me because I think I'm surrounded.
Yeah.
3. So I'm going to try to, if this performance goes well, get them to attack me.
Well, it's more that this guy's cornered by these 3 and you're on the outskirts trying to get in. So you're trying to like get in the middle and dodge away. So yeah, performance for this. Give me it to me. I'll give you advantage because you got Callum and the Steel Defender sort of on the side, sort of helping you opening up the space for you.
Am I also able to do the lay on hands? Because I realize action economy right now.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I'll take the advantage as well. Thank you. Okay. Natural.
1. Please say
Natural
1.
20, so 25.
Nice. Yeah, you do this, and you basically get in the way. He gets 1 hit point, so he's now conscious, still kind of cornered by these things, but like with you, Callum, and the Steel Defender against 3 zombies, it's looking pretty good. You do have some zombies bearing down on you in the corner here, but you and Callum and Steel Defender should be able to take care of them handily with your combat prowess working together. Tweak.
Okay. I thought my religion thing was a really good idea.
Same.
But
Apparently these zombies are atheist.
Give me something big. What's Tweak got? Is like his big finishing move. What's a skill you haven't used that's good? Let's get creative.
purified food and drink.
Aren't you really good at sleight of hand?
I am good. I'm okay at sleight of hand, yes. Or investigation.
Fucking You start juggling something. Guys, help me out here. There's a whole bunch of river pebbles nearby. Like maybe you can distract the zombies with like by throwing stones in different directions. Basically playing fetch with them.
Well, using sleight of hand, maybe setting up a snare very quickly. I pull the rope out and see if I can tie a few and drag them into the river.
Yeah, I'll just say you'll lasso. You want to just like play cowboy and just start lassoing fools?
Yeah,
That's
give these guys.
Yeah, Twig just like everyone else is just doing their thing, and Twig just whips out a rope, turns it into a lasso.
Of 3, I want to get all 3 of them.
Sure, roll it.
16.
16. 16 is a success, and you lasso 3 zombies together, and that's there are 3 that are chasing down Baracus, and that means that there's less that are going to attack him. Cool. So with everything that's going on, you've got Chuck flying around overhead, just like distracting a bunch with his mirror image. You've got Callum, Baracus, and the Steel Defender with a group coming down. Now, question: do you guys? So I'm just trying to think. You're gonna have to do some attacks on these zombies to save this guy. So I'm just gonna have the 3 of you do 1 round of attacks against these 3 zombies.
My Steel Defender. See it an attack there.
Oh yeah, you give me an attack for your Steel Defender because he's helping out this thing.
He is helping out. Yeah. 17.
Cool, that'll hit.
5 damage.
5
No, wait,
actually,
that's not right.
And actually, those 3 Steel Defender, those 3 would have attacked you guys. So I'm just so Callum first. That's only a 12 to hit. Baracus would have been a 17 to hit.
Miss.
And Steel Defender would have been an 11 to hit. So that was just for their turn. Thistle would have taken a couple of attacks. One's a nat 20.
Yeah.
So you would have taken, your global form would have taken 7 damage. And then 3 attacks from prone. That's a miss. That's a nat 1. That's a miss as well. Cool. So they tried to attack you from prone as you led away and heard them out.
Yeah.
So yeah, what I want is 1 round of attacks from Callum and Baracus. If you can kill this zombie, then you get this person out.
Can I instead just choose to pick the guy up and run? Because I don't necessarily want to kill the zombies.
There are other ways to do that. But he is still sort of cornered between him and Baracus. So you do need to make a path. Somehow. So you could grapple them, and pull them out of the way, or you could attack and do either try to subdue them.
Yeah, but I take it I'll be first because I'm top of the
You're
order.
top of the order.
You can't choose to do non-lethal damage, can you? No, that's a Pathfinder thing.
Can with melee you can choose to do non-lethal damage.
Then I will try and do non-lethal on on the outside guy, and I won't do plain or what. Well, actually, is there one that's more damage than the others?
Yeah, you can pick on the one that's still defended hit.
Yeah, perfect. Then I'll do non-lethal on that, and try not to brain him or anything.
Yeah, you can do your plain warrior.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter. It's weird. As long as it's melee, it's sort of non-lethal.
Yeah, I was just wondering because that turns the damage to force damage, so that might.
It's still fine.
Yeah, cool, perfect. So that's I rolled a 19, so that will hit. I know zombie AC.
Yeah, not very good. General. I mean, we went over it in this episode earlier, so.
Oh, that's low damage. 9 total damage.
9
force.
total. Cool. High or lows?
Highs.
It is still conscious.
Cool. That would be me.
So Baracus, Do you want to? What do you got to do? You've got this civilian that you're trying to get out. You've got to try to either take out this zombie somehow.
Bonus action, hex transfer, and I'm just going to try to lay it low.
Yep.
12 to hit.
Hits.
11.
High or lows? It goes down. Are you trying to do non-lethal or are you trying to kill it?
Kill it.
Okay. You managed to kill it, and that with the path clear, you managed to save this civilian. Thistle, you're running around herding a bunch of zombies. Tweak, you're just lassoing zombies as they're being herded around to slow them down. Was anyone else want to do anything special as you wrap up this skill challenge? I'll give you the tally: 2 civilians and 3 zombies died. But I'll just give you guys a round. This is outside of skills or anything. Just anything cool you guys want to do to wrap this up.
Most I'd do is just go pick up that last wounded guy and take him to the nearest people.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do medicine checks or something just for extra flavor, or just tend to them and find some people. At this point, there are sort of guards and stuff running in to sort of help. To sort of just a lot of them are just grappling zombies to the ground and stuff, and just pinning them down.
A 15 on a basic medicine.
Nice. Yeah, 15. Yeah, you tend to some wounds as you go wrapping this up. People are sort of just concerned and looking at you with a bit of your group with a bit of accusations, but they see that you're helping and trying to maintain less of less, and no one is.
Tweak wants to investigate exactly how this all started.
Yeah, give me an investigation. As people are sort of chasing things around and subduing these things, you're just sort of looking around, trying to figure out exactly what happened.
24.
This all started with Chuck somehow.
I knew it.
Probably called the zombies a goblin.
Anyone else? Thistle, Chuck, Baracus?
All my good skills are almost basically done.
This is this flavor. You don't even have to roll a skill check if you don't want to. That's just if you want to. I'm not even taking this one down. You guys, the skill challenge is over. You won. You just won with consequences.
I mean, maybe those 2 or 3 civilians that died will be zombies now. So then that's more zombies.
Well, you killed 3 zombies, so they're still down.
Oh,
They're still down 3 bodies overall. And yeah.
I would like to roll an insight because I had just seen, these zombies farming this place. Next thing I know, they're all bearing down on everyone. So,
You give me an insight check, yeah.
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah, you're not really sure. I would say the people, a lot of the humans on this side are looking at you, and you can just pick this up even with a 5. That you're kind of getting over what the fuck are you doing over here vibe from some of these people. But at the same time, you're holding a very big hammer, and you're wearing pretty heavy armor. So no one is saying anything to you yet, but you're getting some vibes.
Yeah. So I'll put the hammer back on my back, pull my cowl down a bit low, and and just have the fight.
Yeah, there's also another you notice that some of these guards rushed over from the western side as well, and there's other non-humans around with weapons, and their focus seems to be on subduing the zombies, and no one's going to start anything with you anyway. But yeah, you don't feel 100% welcomed by everyone over on this side, whereas you felt a bit more welcome on the other side.
Indeed.
Chuck, would you like to do anything as a final ribbon?
You're not considering me doing something is how we ended up here.
Maybe you just, I don't know. Maybe you just apologize. I don't know. What do you do? Do you do anything, or do you just try to get away? Do you just try to lay low? You could do a stealth check and just try to vanish at the end of this. It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything.
Yep, you're just hurting these zombies. You help out in a lot, and then you just regroup with the group. That's absolutely cool. But yeah, you just sort of is that you're just trying to regroup with the group. You're not trying to go off solo or anything.
Nope.
Cool. Yeah, you regroup with the crew. I think that's everyone. So yeah, so the 5 of you essentially regroup, essentially just on the eastern side of the river. Once these zombies seem tired out, like a bunch of them are like roped up or just sort of like prone and tired. So yeah, the skill challenge is over. There are casualties. You do hear like crying people, and stuff like that. And you're feeling just a little bit of some accusatory eyes on you, but you will all live another day. I think with that, we'll re-jump in for that conversation next episode. That's it for this episode of the High or Lows podcast. If you'd like to get in touch, you can find us on Twitter at High or Lows with underscores between the words, or you can find me at Feepster.
Thanks for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed listening, please leave us a 5-star rating and review, which is one of the best ways you can support us. You can also join the discussion on our Reddit and Facebook pages, or even our Discord server, and maybe play some games with us. Links can be found in the description below. Special thanks to Sirenscape for the background audio and Alex McPherson for providing the opening theme. I hope you can all join us next time as we continue on our adventure.